Something is happening over at Sony PlayStation's most prized asset, Naughty Dog. If you don't know who Naughty Dog is, I don't know how that could be possible if you are a subscriber to this channel, because we have covered them many times in the past. Most notably, when they decided to go after content creators who talked about Last of Us Part 2. When the leaks happened, some people didn't even show anything from the leaks and just talked about them, and they went ahead and false flagged them with copyright and tried to take people's channels down for it. It was insane. So no love here for the Naughty Dog executives, though I don't think that this is going to affect them. But let's get into this. So there does appear to be something going on over there. The Last of Us multiplayer, that's looking like it's been shut down. I don't know if it's going to stay permanently down, but apparently it's dead in the water. They say they're going to keep working on it, but, I don't know if that's true or not. It looks like it might be like a soft cancellation. We know many of you have been looking forward to hearing more about the Last of Us multiplayer game. We're incredibly proud of the job our studio has done thus far, but as development has continued, we've realized what is best for the game is to give it more time. Our team will continue to work on the project as well as other games in development, including a brand new single-player experience. We will look forward to sharing more soon. So don't know what's going on with that, but that's not the real problem with them. The real problem is that they're laying people off. 25 positions are getting axed over at Naughty Dog, which seems strange considering that, this is a studio that's making Sony tons of money. That show brought in a bunch of new money, and you've got the games that have done well, even though I would argue the second one was nowhere near as good as the first as far as sales, but either way, they've made a lot of money for Sony. So it's surprising to see them cutting things. You think Sony would invest more money into them, unless maybe Sony knows something we don't know. But there's some things in here I thought were interesting. But here's the gist of it. According to a new report, The Last of Us studio, Naughty Dog, has followed in the footsteps of its most recent protagonist and taken a golf club to its own employee base, both by abruptly axing 25 positions across the company and by allegedly pressuring those lucky enough to have survived the cuts to refrain from publicly discussing the situation. I find that part rather interesting, that they don't want people talking about this. They don't want people talking about them cutting jobs. Now, they're trying to say that this is for testers. These insiders asserted that following these layoffs being internally announced to Naughty Dog employees last week, the Uncharted series developer proceeded to downsize at least 25 of their 40-member team. I'm not sure if it was game testers or what, but it's interesting to me that they want this kept quiet. Obviously that didn't work. People are talking about it, but I thought this part was interesting. Neil Druckmann is a man that cares about people, that says he is a progressive person. He wants to help everybody out, wants to see people uplifted. All of that is bullshit, and this is something that really shows that, because these people are getting no severance package. Now, you would think such a progressive guy wouldn't be such a ruthless businessman, but that does appear to be the case. Though a majority of these cuts are said to have been made to the studio's quality assurance testing team, sources noted that other departments ranging from art to production were also impacted. However, while these cuts were somewhat wide-ranging, Kotaku's sources noted that none of the company's full-time staff were caught in the crossfire. Further, the insiders also claimed that not only was Naughty Dog waiting to officially end the relevant contracts until the end of October, thus requiring those affected to close out the month under the developer's employ, but they would also be offering absolutely zero severance pay to those soon-to-be laid-off individuals. Huh. You think Neil Druckmann would want to do something to help out his employees and not just throw them to the wind and have them work the whole month and then give them zero severance? What a great guy Neil Druckmann is. You would think Mr. Caring Progressive Neil Druckmann would want to offer them some kind of financial help before putting them out there on their asses. Little interesting tidbit there, I thought. I do wonder what's going on here. Why are they cutting positions? If anything, Naughty Dog should be growing. So it's weird to me, and I think there's something going on there. They don't get into what's going on there. It's just reported, and I don't think we have any details. But I would imagine those 25 positions that are about to get cut, if you're not going to give them a severance package of some kind, they have no reason to stay quiet when you fire them. So I would imagine there's going to be a lot of dirt that comes out about Naughty Dog over the next 2 months. In fact, I guarantee it. Unless they give these people an NDA, some kind to keep them quiet, some kind of gag to keep them silent. I know information is going to come out because you already had this leaked. And if you're not going to pay people, they have no incentive to shut up. So I would imagine there's going to be a lot of shit coming out over the next couple of weeks. And I'm looking forward to it. That'd be a little karma for Neil Druckmann, who is a terrible person. Make no mistake, likes to hide behind his feminist ideology like he's some kind of saint. But really, we know the dude is probably one of the worst people out there because anybody that pretends to be so kind is usually someone that's pretty ruthless once the door closes, and it kind of looks that way from this. Anyway, that is pretty much it. I would like to know what you guys think about all of this. What are your theories? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure that you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, all that good stuff, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.